Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Grace again, and I am here at the Salt Lake City Cemetery in Salt Lake City, Utah. So we are going to visit a particular grave here that is very famous for its legend. He's the gravesite of EMO, and after that we're going to visit the graves of the presidents of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, because some of them are buried here. So let's go. So we're going downtown, guys, to do another vlogging.
Dude. Maybe he's trying to push you out of the chair because he wants to sit there by himself.
I think so. That's what he did. So our first destination is the Salt Lake City Cemetery, where the presidents of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints are buried. I love driving around here downtown. I love the old trees and the old houses and the old people. The cemetery is located above 4th Avenue and east of North Street in the Avenues neighborhood of Salt Lake City. Approximately 120,000 bodies are buried in the cemetery. Hi guys, so now I am here at Salt Lake City Cemetery. It's behind me, right there, and we are going to see EMO's mausoleum. So it's a famous legend here, and I am going to talk about it. Okay, across the cemetery is a church. I think it used to be an LDS church, and I am not sure if it's still used as an LDS church. Okay, let's look around here. See, there are some people here. It's still bright outside, so it's good. Otherwise, it would be spooky for me. This area is the Jewish cemetery. In this cemetery, a very famous and creepy legend about Jacob Moritz, known as EMO, is very popular. Legend has it that if you circle that grave in the city cemetery, chanting EMO, 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 and then look quickly into the window at the shattered remains of a vandalized flower urn, you will see EMO's blood-red eyes glowing back at you. Now that they have sealed the window, it is impossible to peek through it. In 1871, he came to Utah and opened business as a brewer. His first company, the Little Montana Brewery, situated at the Warm Springs north of the city, was begun. He liked to say later, without capital, save energy and intelligence. To make the story short, he was a very successful businessman. In November of 1909, an ailing Moritz and his wife sailed for Europe, hoping a change of air would bring health. I've worked hard for 26 years without hardly a day's rest. Don't you think I'm entitled to one now? He joked. Well, the vacation ended 6 months later at Wiesbaden with Moritz's death of stomach cancer. His wife Leila brought his ashes home to Salt Lake City. Tributes noted that he had accumulated a fortune, not a single dollar of which was dishonestly gained, and he never betrayed a trust. Who can say why the story of EMO became associated with his grave? Whatever the origin of the fable, the truth is that Jacob Moritz was an honorable man, a respected contributor to the life of Utah. He never did anything to deserve to have his name tarnished by turning him into EMO, the stuff of evil local folk legend, and Halloween pranks by teenagers. Because of the pranks, his ashes were removed a long time ago to an undisclosed location, perhaps buried with his wife in California. That is why I think they have sealed the window. It is impossible to peek through it now. Okay, look what I found over here. A grave of Simon Bamberger, the governor of the state of Utah. If you remember, guys, when I vlogged the Capitol, I showed you his painting there. His painting hung at the Capitol. So yeah, his grave is right here. So guys, I am standing here in front of the grave of Emo, um, whose full name was Jacob Moritz, and he's popularly known as Emo. This is his grave right here. It used to be open and you could peek through that um, sealed window now. So I'm not sure when they sealed it. So when I walk into cemeteries, I am always reminded by the famous line from the or lines from the Bible about, "O grave, O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory?" Okay, we'll keep walking. Okay guys, we will keep walking until we get to the um, graves of the presidents of the church. Yeah, this is a huge cemetery. Okay, right there, guys. The first grave, you see John Smith, George A. Smith, John Henry Smith, and George Albert Smith. So this one right here is the grave of President George Albert Smith. Okay, let's see. Okay. President of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints from 1945 until 1951. Okay. It says here we are all our Father's children. So I found the grave of Orson Pratt. He was an apostle and pioneer. He's the brother of Parley P. Pratt. Okay, some people find visiting cemetery comforting. I know a lot of people who love to visit cemeteries just, to feel the peace, to feel peace. Okay, there's James E. Talmage grave. He was an educator, scientist, and apostle. Here's the grave of Wilford Woodruff, the fourth president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and he was the one who dedicated the Salt Lake City Temple. This is his wife, Phoebe, and they were married in Nauvoo. Okay, here's a trivia for you. My mother-in-law, who's a writer, transcribed Wilford Woodruff's journals. So yeah.
So her husband.
Okay, this one is William W. Phelps. He wrote Praise to the Man. So when the Kirkland Bank failed, he was one of the members who left the church, and he realized that later on that he needed to return to the fold, so the prophet Joseph Smith forgave him. And after the prophet Joseph Smith died, he wrote the song about Joseph Smith, Praise to the Man. And he also wrote The Spirit of God. So he was an orator, poet, and author. Let's go around. And he was also the author behind If You Could Hide to Collab. There is no end to matter, there's no end to space, there's no end to spirit, there's no end to race. There's no end to glory, there's no end to love, there's no end to being, there's no death above. Here's the grave of President Thomas S. Monson. His full name was Thomas Spencer. He was born in 1927 and he died in 2018. I remember that day. He was the 16th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. He was preceded by the death of Francis Beverly Johnson, who was his wife, and his children Thomas, Ann, and Clark. So here are their graves. Gordon Bittner Hinckley. He died in 2008. Is that right? 15th president of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So, he was preceded by the death of his wife, Marjorie Pay Hinckley. And this is his grave right there. So that means that he died. So okay guys, look, there's downtown Salt Lake City straight ahead. You can see it. Okay, let's go check the gravesite of President David O. McKay. That one is his grave. The tombstone. It's huge. So visible from afar. Yeah. So right here. Okay. (1951). He died in 1970. He was born in 1951. And here's his grave. He was born in 1873. Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you for watching my vlog today. Please remember to subscribe to the link below and click like, and also click the notification bell for video updates. And remember, bawal ang malasado. Bye for now. Stay safe out there, guys. Bye. See you next time. Theo doesn't want to go home.